Hello, everyone. Welcome to Science. So what we're going to do is we're going to take another look at that document that we were working on last time. So last time we were looking at 4.3, vaccines and allergies. You should have done the first 2 pages, and you should have also submitted the Google form, which would have been this here on vaccines. You should have had your answer for that and submitted it. And just for a heads up for herd immunity, that was your homework to look up what that was and how it can protect those who are not vaccinated. So you should have had something along the lines of with herd immunity, where that's where enough of a population is immune to a disease, whether through vaccination or already having received, already having gotten sick with that disease, whatever it might be, but where a significant enough number of the population is immune to a disease that if it were to crop up again, that it will not spread very easily, and that can help protect those who are not vaccinated, because then it's not as likely that these unvaccinated people will be coming in contact with those who are sick. So less likely that they would be even exposed to the disease in the first place, making it so that they're less likely to get sick when there's enough people who are immune to it. Now, again, it's just like I mentioned in my previous video, that it's something to keep in mind, that these are things to look into yourselves, because I know with herd immunity, I know that I've been reading some different articles where there's a significant percentage of the population that is needed to be immune, and it's hard to attain that through vaccination alone, because especially when you look at the adult population, and if you don't have up to 90 to 95% of those getting vaccinated as well, not just kids, then it's tricky. So it's something to keep in mind, something to look into as well. But we are moving on to allergies today. So with that being said, I have a video for you that you should have actually already looked at. And it's the All About Allergies video. It's almost 9 minutes long, and I expect that you should have watched the whole thing. And what you're going to do then is have it where you are filling in your answers here. So for typical symptoms of allergies, it could be things like runny nose, it could be sneezing as well. And it could also be a cough. So just think of like things to do with almost like what a cold is. I feel so sorry for those who have seasonal allergies right now, and when they go out and let's say they're coughing or sneezing or whatever it might be, and people are looking at them as far as like, oh no, are you sick with COVID-19? When in fact it's just allergies. So it can definitely have a look of being a cold or something to that effect, when in fact it's just allergies. So runny nose, sneezing, cough, those are all symptoms of an allergy. Could also be a rash and an itch. So think about, let's say if you touch a plant or something that you're allergic to, think of poison ivy, where you're going to be getting really itchy where you came into contact with that. And you might even get a rash all over. You could also have it where you get swelling. And now this is where it can get really dangerous, because if your throat swells, that can be life-threatening. And I know for those, especially whether it's consuming something that they are allergic to, so let's say those who are allergic to peanuts, especially if they have a severe allergy to them, what could happen is if they ate something that had peanuts in it, then they might end up having it where their throat starts swelling, and makes it so that it's making so they can't breathe. And that'd be very, very scary. Also could be irritated eyes and swelling. And we're not talking about irritated eyes in the sense of them being irritated with you. We're just talking about where they are red, they're bloodshot, they might be watery, things like that, because they have you think of like things like hay season and stuff like that, where they are, if they're walking around somewhere where there's lots of dust and pollen or whatever it might be, then their eyes are usually swelling a bit and red and itchy and all of that uncomfortable stuff. I could also be things to do like vomiting, which I'm sure Thomas would absolutely love this symptom. or it can also be headaches. Those are just some of the allergies. There's more as well, things like having it where you can get hives. You could also have stomach pain. You could be flushed all over. So there's quite a few different symptoms of allergies. Now, sources of allergies can be pretty much anything, and they are called allergens. So think again, things like peanuts, could be dust, pollen, or it could be pet fur, dander. So there's a lot of different things that can cause allergic reactions. All right, what I'm going to do is just quickly finish these next two questions here. Actually, what you're going to do is I want from you, see if you can come up with some common ones here. I've already given you some options like peanuts, dust, pollen. See if you can include those, but I'll see if you can come up with a couple more as well as far as common ones that you might come across. Now, the percentage of the population that suffers from allergies is about 40%. About 40% that of the population that would suffer from allergies. And the number of different kind of antibodies that humans have is 10 billion. That is a lot. So what we're going to do is in my next video, I am going to take a look at the mechanism of an allergic reaction, and we're going to take a look at the final page of your Google Doc. I will see you soon.